If he's broke, he's not your soulmate. Now, I know that that might be a little bit harsh, but I want to just get that out the gate first so we can now move on to more productive things. Being married to poverty and sucking up this narrative that you need to hold somebody down through all of their delinquent eras, that ends today. As women, especially as feminine women, we can nurture a man right out of his potential. And unfortunately, that's also nurturing yourself out of yours. Because honestly, guys, being in love while struggling isn't romantic at all. It's actually exhausting. But before we get into all of that, guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you guys. And if this is your first time ever seeing my face, then hey, I'm Jessyka Banks. Come on in, get comfortable. We talk about so much here, guys. Like, my whole purpose is just to help people on a mass scale live their best life. Things from femininity, glow up, leveling up, and today why you should never, ever date a broke man. So if you're interested in all of that, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post almost every day and I definitely don't want you to miss any videos. But I'm going to stop yapping because this is a good one. It's a juicy one and I'm ready to get right into it. So let's do just that. Excuse me. Okay. I want to also say out the gate before you keyboard warriors get to typing, dating someone strictly for money and stability is not going to be the vibe either. But I want you guys to stop thinking of just love as the bare minimum. Love and stability, those are the bare minimum. You don't have to have one without the other. Love without stability will drain you, and stability without love will numb you. They work in tandem. Like, you need to date people for love and stability. And in this society, stability does equal money. Money equals power, freedom, leisure, all of the things. So for the love of money, don't let people give you the narrative that money is not important in a relationship, because it absolutely is. So let's get into why you should never date broke men. Love without stability isn't love at all. It's actually survival. We're in our soft girl era, guys. Nobody's trying to be in survival mode all the time. You can struggle on your own. We're talking about carrying your own emotional weight, your own bills, your own goals, like your own everything. But now double that with another person carrying their emotional weight, because of course we want to curate healthy relationships. So we're pouring into them while still having double the bills, double the y'all. Like, you can honestly do that on your own. Why add a whole nother human being into the equation if they're not there to help you? Now, relationships should not be transactional, but they should definitely be enhancing. If you are not growing or being enhanced or enriched in your relationship, then why are you there? Period. And if you're not already struggling by yourself, why inherit somebody else's financial struggles? That's why when you're dating, you should never even entertain anybody that's broke, because the only thing that you're going to be inheriting is a child, a liability, not companionship. And I always hear this narrative that women equate instability with loyalty. Like, oh, I held him down, while he was coming up or while he was building, and all of that, all of that, all of that. Guys, love without stability is bondage. Like, girl, you're in bondage. You're a prisoner. Instability doesn't equal loyalty. That equals prison. Okay, free you, sis, free you. Also, guys, broke men are out of alignment with their natural masculine energy. Okay, here's the deal. We live in a capitalistic society, and in this society, men are measured by their success. Success is measured by their assets, which is typically their money, their cars, and their women. You know what I'm saying? That's what society rates men on. And men know that. Men know that with those three things, that equals power. And that's why we live in a patriarchal society right now, because men value that power. And so when men don't have it, or seen as an asset or a successful man in society, they typically try to compensate with ego, power, control, anger, cheating, because they honestly feel powerless in society. So they cling on to the only thing that they feel like they have power over, and that's you, because they know that you are literally with someone living way below his potential. So they honestly don't even have respect for you. They don't have respect for you at all, and it starts to manifest in the way that they treat you. They know that a person that has any respect for themselves would not even be entertaining them or their BS, but because you're so stuck with being loyal and holding it down, they're going to treat you like that bottom B that you're acting like. And I mean, like, bottom of the barrel, right? Because that's what you're showing up as. You train people on how to treat you. So make sure that you're training them up the right way. And that's why so many women that are dealing with these men, they're always walking around on eggshells because they don't know what is going to set them off. It's like, girl, no, you're not crazy. Well, kind of, for being in that situation. But in the grand scheme of things, you're not crazy. You're just simply trying to soothe something that only stability can fix. You cannot fix this. He is not standing and living in his natural masculine energy, in his provider energy, because men are wired to provide, whether you believe it's ordained by God or the universe or whatever. Men are wired to provide, and nothing that you can do, no amount of cooking, cleaning, walking on eggshells, doing your hair, keeping your body right, can make a broke man satisfied. Only the stability that only he can get himself. And typically, if a man is broke at this big age, then he probably lacks the ambition to fulfill his potential anyway. So you're definitely just wasting time. Do not waste your prime years on men that don't even deserve it. And that's gonna bring me right to men value women with standards. That's just what it is. If you are the come up woman, he's going to always associate you with the struggle. You never want to be associated with struggle of any kind. But that's what you set yourself up for. He's associating you with his lowest points of life. And that's why, guys, whether it's rappers, athletes, or even just regular people, when they finally get that break, right, or they finally get put on, get successful, they typically go for the woman that they always wanted but knew that they had no chance in hell of getting. Don't ever be that woman that he uses as a stool or as leverage to prop himself up to be the upstanding man for the woman that has standards. Like, absolutely not. And hear me out, guys. I'm not saying that there are not people that will stay with the woman that was there from the beginning. Yes, there are some LeBrons and some Steph Currys in the NBA, but that's not the majority. We cannot base this whole thing on the exception. We have to talk about patterns and what we see most often. And most often, as soon as people get on, they go for the woman that they actually want. And see, here's the thing, it's always the women that end up settling in this situation because all that work that you put in, you nurtured him, you encouraged him, you motivated him, and then on the slight off chance he actually makes it, because again, I totally do not believe in dating people for potential. You need to be dating people that is already walking in their purpose, especially if you're in your late 20s and 30s. But whatever, let's just say that somebody really did have potential. They were just, down on their luck. Boom. Okay, cool. You did it. He grinded. He did it what he needed to do, and he got out of that situation. And now he's on. And now he has access to so many more things that his mind didn't even see as fathomable when he was with you and on the come up. Again, I'm not saying it's not possible for that person to reward you at the end for all of your work. I'm just saying that it doesn't happen likely. Instead, you need to try to find people that are already walking in their purpose. They already see you as the woman that deserves the things, the woman that has the standards, because you met them in their purpose, right? They thought, dang, I would have never even crossed paths with this woman had I still been living in my mom's basement and, working at the 7-Eleven down the street. No tea, no shade to those people. But we're talking about people that have bigger desires in life. So make sure you're the woman with standards, not the woman that he used to step on. I think about all of the interviews. I forgot what comedian it was. Like, some man was talking about. I think it was maybe Mike Epps or whatever. I don't want to put that on him if it's not him. But some comedian was talking about, like, oh, everybody got that first ugly baby mama. The first baby mama in the hood, and then when they finally make it and get on, then they get the baby mama that they can, show off to the world. Don't ever be that. Like, I don't care. And this goes beyond physical. Like, your aura have to exude, I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I deserve this. Have standards. Men value women with standards. No matter what these podcast bros tell you, men respect women with standards. Money isn't everything, but it is the foundation. I am not saying marry for money, but I'm saying marry for both love and stability. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. Marry, date, whatever. If you're dating intentionally, you need to have both love and stability when it comes to your non-negotiables. Also, guys, you cannot be in your feminine energy if you are in survival mode. If you are the breadwinner, or worse, you're living in poverty, struggling with a man that's not reaching his full potential financially, ambitiously, or any type of lead in life, then you are not able to be soft and feminine. And that's honestly what life is about for us. For those of us that are over here in this community, like, we desire a soft life of leisure and time freedom. And you cannot do those things if you're carrying the weight of somebody broke and you have a dependent that's not on your taxes. Like, that's not the vibe here. But when you have a man that can lead, protect, and provide, you feel safe enough to slip into your feminine energy. Vulnerability and intimacy all stems from safety, and safety stems from stability. Y'all, like, again, like, they can tell you that money isn't everything. It's not, but it is the foundation. Money equals stability, and stability is the foundation for anything in our world, whether that's your relationship, this building I'm in, this chair I'm sitting on. Foundation rules it all. And I want to leave you guys with this. Dating should not be charity work, okay? Like, just because somebody is nice and cute, that sounds like a dog. Like, if that's what you're looking for, if that type of companionship that you're looking for, get you a dog. Seriously. Dating is not a mentorship. It's not your job to fix, build, or support a man. This is not build a man, okay? Like, that's the work he has to do on his own. Remember, if he needs companionship, he needs to get a dog. If he needs a therapist, he needs to get one, right? There are so many different therapists and options of therapy these days. If he needs a mother, he needs to go back to his mammy's house. But if he wants a woman, then he needs to be ready to be that man. So the next time someone calls you shallow for wanting stability, remember that standards protect your peace, okay? There is no reward for living in poverty, for struggle love, for any of that except more poverty and more struggle love. You're not high maintenance, you're high value. And stop confusing potential for partnership. At the beginning of this, I told you that your soulmate is not broke. Your soulmate will never make you choose between love and stability. Instead, they will make you feel safe enough and stable enough to rest in your divine feminine power. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. We are glowing up in real time, and I'm genuinely passionate about living my best life and helping people in mass live their best lives as well, because I truly believe that's how we manifest world peace, honestly. So anyway, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, make good decisions and wear sunscreen. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.